Most Dyson cordless vacuums have a very similar look and feel, but there are important differences between them. For example, cheaper Dysons all come with a motor bar cleaner head. More expensive Dysons come with a digital motor bar cleaner head. Outsize Dysons come with an extra large version of the digital motor bar cleaner head. There are two major differences between the motor bar and the digital motor bar. The first involves hair tangling. Hair tangles around the brush roll and this area of the motor bar. In this location, hair is especially difficult to remove. Hair tangles only around the brush roll of the digital motor bar, because it adds a cap to this location to keep hair from tangling there. Otherwise, hair tangling results are very similar for most Dysons, except for the Gen 5 Outsize. It consistently tangled with no more than 1% of 14-inch long hair, while all other Dysons tangled with up to 60% of 14-inch long hair. The second major difference between the motor bar and the digital motor bar involves pickup of large debris. The motor bar has fixed grooves on the front to let through some large debris. The digital motor bar has gates that can be set to a closed, partially open, or fully open position. The more open the gates, the more large debris can pass by the gates. The motor bar, with its groove design, pushes forward very little large debris on carpet. So does the digital motor bar, as long as its gates are set to a fully open position. The motor bar pushes forward a lot of large debris on hard floors. Large debris gets stuck to the front of the head on the push forward and stays stuck on the pull backward. The digital motor bar pushes forward much less large debris on hard floors, even with its gates set to only a partially open position. The bottom line is that the digital motor bar, with its gated design, is more versatile to handle large debris than the motor bar. But that versatility comes with a price, as it's only included with more expensive Dysons. Note that all Dysons are also compatible with soft roller cleaner heads, which don't have any trouble with large debris on hard floors. The problem is that this type of cleaner head usually isn't included with vacuums for which it would be most useful, i.e. those that come with a motor bar cleaner head. You have to buy it separately for these vacuums. Ironically, a soft roller cleaner head is included with most vacuums that don't really need it as much, i.e. those that come with a digital motor bar cleaner head. Another notable difference between Dysons involves airflow and suction, the raw power of the vacuum. Generally, the higher the cost of the vacuum, the more power it has. These are our power test results for the most popular Dysons on the market. Note that differences in power didn't really impact performance in our carpet and hard floor stress tests. Cleaner head design, whether the vacuum is equipped with a motor bar or a digital motor bar cleaner head, makes a much bigger difference when it comes to pickup of surface level debris in these tests. Interestingly, differences in power also didn't have much of an impact on performance in our carpet deep cleaning tests. It seems the vacuum only really needs to hit a minimum threshold of power to achieve 80% pickup in this test, and most Dysons hit this threshold. Almost all of them are sufficiently powerful to max out at 80% pickup in this test. The takeaway here is that more power is always better. There may be scenarios that we just don't cover in our tests where more power could be useful. But power shouldn't dictate your purchase decision. All of these Dysons have sufficient power for most cleaning scenarios. All of these Dysons also passed our flower clog test. They all pick up fine debris without issue, and they all have multiple cyclones that filter out fine debris before it can reach their pre-motor filters. This gives them excellent suction over long-term use and minimizes filter maintenance. You'll rarely need to clean a Dyson's pre-motor filter according to our testing. All Dysons also passed our debris containment test, because all of them come equipped with high-quality seals and HEPA-grade post-motor filters. You don't have to worry about fine debris leaking or exhausting out of any of the vacuums listed here. Note that Gen 5 models do have an even better, more restrictive filter than other Dysons. Dysons with this purple filter remove 99.99% of particles as small as 0.3 microns. Gen 5 Dysons with this blue filter remove 99.99% of particles as small as 0.1 microns. Both of these filters are very good quality, and both of them filter small particles with very high efficiency, as is demonstrated in this test. But the Gen 5 filter is, according to manufacturer specifications, a better, more restrictive filter overall. Battery life is another area where we see significant differences in performance between different models. Once again, performance trends with price. Generally, the higher the cost of the vacuum, the better its battery life. Of special note here is that the V8 is the only Dyson in this list that doesn't have a medium power setting. It only has a high power and a low power setting. On high power, its battery life is poor, but its performance is good. On low power, its battery life is good, but its performance drops significantly. All other Dysons have a medium power setting, on which they get good battery life and good performance. More expensive options also add a swappable battery, and the Gen 5 Outsize adds an extra battery. Weight and control also differs between different models. When it comes to weight, the V8, V10, and especially the V12 are significantly lighter than other models in this list. When it comes to control, older models require you to hold down the power trigger to keep them powered on. Newer models have a power button that you only need to press once to keep the vacuum powered on. Cheaper models have LEDs on their batteries that show battery life remaining in large increments. More expensive models have a display on the back that shows battery life remaining in minutes and seconds. The most expensive models add a particle counter to their back display, which shows the size of the particles that the vacuum picks up. When it comes to differences in bin size, lighter models tend to have smaller bins. The V8 and V12 have especially small bins, and outsize models have especially large bins compared to average. Lastly, we have differences in tool integration and tool interchangeability. Gen 5 models add an integrated brush and crevice tool to the wand of the vacuum. Other models don't have this functionality. All Dysons, including Gen 5 models, can also use tools that clip onto the front of the vacuum. You can use the same non-power tool, like a crevice tool, on all Dysons. And you can use the same power tool, like this hair screw tool, on all Dysons except for the V12. It's the only Dyson listed here with a slightly different power connector. When it comes to general recommendations, we recommend Dyson Outsize vacuums as the best Dysons on the market. They offer the best performance in the most tested categories and come equipped with large oversized bins and cleaner heads, which greatly improve cleaning efficiency. Outsize dustbins are at least 3 times larger than other Dyson dustbins, so you need to empty them far less frequently. And outsize cleaner heads are at least 25% wider than other Dyson cleaner heads, so you can clean any particular space much faster with an outsize than you can with other Dyson vacuums. The Gen 5 Outsize is the best outsize with all of the latest Gen 5 features, and it comes with a soft roller cleaner head and an extra battery. The standard outsize is the best lower cost alternative to the Gen 5 outsize. Third in our rankings is the Gen 5 Detect. The Gen 5 Detect is a smaller, lighter version of the Gen 5 outsize. If size and weight are important to you, it's our pick as the best standard size Dyson we've tested. These 3 vacuums are the best Dysons we've tested, but it's important to note that most other Dysons are still very good cordless vacuums. The V15, like the Gen 5 Detect, is an excellent smaller sized premium alternative to the Gen 5 outsize. The V10 and V11 are good smaller sized mid-range alternatives to the standard outsize. And the V8 is an excellent budget option. The only Dyson cordless vacuum that we don't recommend is the Dyson OmniGlide. The OmniGlide performed well picking up surface level debris on hard floors, but otherwise performed quite poorly in our testing. It failed our flour clog test. A large quantity of the debris it picked up in this test passed through to its premotor filter. It also has considerably less raw power than other Dysons and performed considerably worse in our hair tangling tests and our crevice test. It also has a very small dustbin, even smaller than the V12 dustbin, so we do not recommend the OmniGlide. See the description of this video for links to buy the models we do recommend, as well as a link to the latest updated list of our recommendations if they've changed since the making of this video, and thank you for watching.